Siege, Riley, Taz, yeah. Set me free and give me death, there ain't no other choices. When I lay down to go to sleep, I keep on hearing voices. Little whispers in my head, man, is you fake or loyal? Why no water, that designer, baby, pick your poison. These little demons living underneath my bed, creeping. Know the real monster lives above them all, sleeping. That subtle breathing in your closet every single day.
Hey guys, today we got Vaughn over here. He's a brown belt here in judo at OBJJ. We're gonna ask him a few questions. And one of the first questions is, how and when did you start martial arts?
Absolutely. So I started martial arts originally through boxing. Started when I was 12 years old, stayed in the gym 6 days a week, completely fell in love with it. And as I grew up, became an older teenager, around 18, 19, I ran into a restaurant manager and got completely humbled by a grappler. When you're a boxer, you're supposed to be invincible, and that's not what I found. And so we got into a conversation afterwards, and he's the first one to suggest judo. I had no idea what judo was. I looked it up and started watching videos. Kosei Inui was my first video. Highlight reel of him, complete samurai attitude, stepping out onto the mat, and I saw the intensity, I saw the violence, but like I always say, judo is probably the most beautiful kind of combat I've ever seen. I like to say that it's like watching a flower bloom on a battlefield. When you see a perfectly executed throw in the middle of that intensity, chaos, and competition, that's a world I wanted to be a part of, definitely.
So Vaughn, tell us why you started BJJ.
Absolutely. I think it's a continuation of the process. You know, I got humbled when I started boxing. When I started judo, I got humbled again. And sure enough, when you go into jiu-jitsu, what I found is a group of people who are fascinated with newaza, or groundwork. And whenever you specialize, it leads to refinement. And that's what I saw. You know, I saw jujigatame, but done with the level of refinement that I hadn't seen before. And so people who devote their lives to newaza, that's something I definitely wanted to learn and bring that to my game to continue as a student of martial arts and of judo itself.
Very nice, yeah. What can you tell judokas going into BJJ?
Going into it?
Yes.
Start with bring a white belt's mentality with you. Understand that there's going to be times where things are uncomfortable. Find a new way. It's easy to go out there and go straight to osaiwaza and pinning people, but if you begin to be open-minded to the process of flowing, of moving naturally, of finding submissions, of solving someone like a puzzle, doing things the jiu-jitsu way will make you a better judoka.
Nice. Vaughn, tell us your Tsukui waza.
Yes, I'm currently developing a Taitoshi under the tutelage of my senseis. It was originally Harai Goshi, but I found a different kind of speed, and as you guys have been working with me a lot on grip fighting, I think Taitoshi is going to serve me well in the future.
Awesome. Good. Awesome. And what is your next goals in martial arts? BJJ, judo?
Well, I definitely want to start competing. We have the US Open coming up in judo. I definitely want to get ready for that. I'm looking forward to watching you guys compete and seeing that next level of judo to learn and grow. In jiu-jitsu, I definitely want to compete as well and start to move in that direction, progress in their belt system, in their world, in their everything, to make myself a better judoka. My end goal is just to be that old guy who's been doing judo, doing jiu-jitsu, doing boxing forever, and then just give away all that I have received. You know, boxing saved my life when I was a kid. Judo came in and gave me structure and stability when I was a 20-year-old. And, you know, as somebody who grew up without a father, when you have structure, you have stability, it's crazy. What you think you need is freedom. But in actuality, having to bow before I even stepped on the mat, having to show respect to my partner before we could even practice, all of these different aspects of structure gave me a platform that when I went into the world, I was able to go, okay, let me organize myself, let me control my character, and I was freer than I've ever been.
Wow. Any last words you want to say to the audience?
Absolutely. Don't fall for the trick of comfort. A lot of times when we're looking for happiness or I want to enrich my life, we go to more comfort, more luxury, and that's just expense. A lot of people are saying, oh, I would never do judo, I would never do combat. What's going to make you more proud of yourself than you have ever been is when you step outside of your comfort zone. You start running into challenges that you never expected, and you rise to those challenges. It's hard not to respect yourself after a night of randori. Win or lose, I showed up, I worked hard. And I think night after night after night, what you're doing is that you're changing yourself. You're molding yourself into a better person, into a better human being, into a better citizen. And that was the original goal of judo. That's what Jigoro Kano, that's why he gave it to the world. is because it allows all of us, it's a medium to which we can shape ourselves and make our lives better. So
Awesome.
that would be my advice to you. Just OBJJ, loving this place, loving my family here. Thank you to my senseis.
Of course.
Sensei
Anytime.
Stout, Sensei Vargas, teaching me everything, and come down, experience what it is. You know, we're talking about judo, jiu-jitsu. This is the kind of place where you don't have to make those kind of decisions. Train in everything you want to, very open environment. It's full of students of martial arts, and I love that.
All right, well, thank you, Vaughn, for
Absolutely.
coming in,
Thank you for having me.
interviewing.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you, Sensei.
All right, Submission District out. See you guys.
Later, guys.
Awesome.